DD4L, Bring It Season 3, Episode 4. We got swag, we got Alcorn, HBCUs, parade, stand battles, everything mixed in one. This was a good episode. This was a really, really good episode, and I must say I enjoyed it. So let's go and get it. Let's start from the top. We got Mimi talking about, Mimi's talking to Cameron. And she was just like, telling Cameron we have to kind of step it up, after the loss they had last week to, I think that was Divas of Dance. I think that was Divas of Dance that got first place last week in stand battle or whatever it was. And they did a good job. So, they're talking, Mimi's talking to Cameron. She's just like, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm just like, when Cameron was talking, she was just like, I don't know. I would like to get inside Cameron's head, and I would like for Cameron to either tell us that she wants to be captain or she wants to be captain because her mother wants to be captain. Because I don't see Cameron is not as energetic talking about it as she is on the floor dancing about it. So it's kind of it's interesting. The practice uniforms are everything, honey. They are out on the wood. I mean, in the field. They scratching and hitting out these bugs, and these practice uniforms look really, really good, I must say. So we're getting ready to go. We have a competition they're getting ready to perform at. We have the competition, and Alcorn, one of the first. They say it's one of the first. I don't know. I ain't really looking it up, but somebody, kind of emailed me about some stuff, and it was like, Alcorn is one of the first HBCUs. I didn't get a chance to look up that, but it was like, Alcorn is one of the first, and I was like, okay. Somebody, somebody kind of, was interested in some of the stuff that went on this episode. So they were talking about, getting ready to do, perform at the parade for Alcorn, and they got another competition to perform in. It's just gonna be it's gonna be a big weekend, and we're going to be facing Divas of Olive Garden, Divas of Olive Branch, and it's gonna be. We're gonna see how this. And the diva is loud. She is loud and out of control. She's just like, we gonna get them dogs. We gonna do what we got to do. We gonna beat their ass. And Neva just talks this big game before competition. She talks this big game. I'm just like, okay, we gonna see. We gonna see what Neva the diva has to offer. So the DDP will be used in this competition. They will be dancing and stuff. And Mimi, Tina, and Mimi get chosen. And another couple of ladies. But Nishamba, Whitney, and Dana got their ass sidelined. It was interesting to see that. And as cute as Selena being prissy as she is when it comes to dancing, she just ain't got it all. So I'm just like, JJ must have really put some Mac on your ass to get you. I bet you were goofy as hell when you were young, Selena, because I just don't, she probably that goofy girl, she don't know she pretty. She doesn't know, I don't know. She just goofy as hell. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So they're practicing on the field, and, stuff is just not going right. It's just not... The girls are not lying. They've been saying over and over that they're in these competitions they've been in this season that their lines are not straight. And it's a lot of girls. So it's just like we need to kind of figure out what it is. And these people cannot get the stuff right. They might need to get cut. So Diana got to do what she got to do, and she got to bring the clipboard out, and she got to cut these folks, and for good reason. Because when I look at some of the competition, it just looks like I can find the weaklings out easily. I can find the ones who don't have it all. So, Diane's getting ready to cut them. And, baby, we're going to see how it goes. So, we get to the stand battle practice or whatever. And Diana's just like, girl, I'm just going to have to cut you, Faith, because Faith did not have it. From the scenes that I've seen, Faith just did not. She just wasn't giving her all. And she might have, but it just probably was not her time. At that point, she just was not getting it. So, and Tina ass was shade as hell. Tina was shade as hell. Tina was just like, good, I need to cut. You need to cut the crabs. We need to cut the crabs because we need the old heads on the floor. Da. And I understand what Tina's saying at the same time, but it's like, Tina, the crabs are, we've lost a couple of folks, to be honest. And I'm just like, we need to get these crabs or whatever you want to call them. They need to not be thrown in the ocean, but they need to see what it is they need to be doing. So we can't keep pushing them to the side. They have to be put on them so they can get used to it, because you're not going to always have these same girls. They're going to eventually graduate and move on to other things. So you got to let these other girls perform and see how it is. So, Dana kind of hurt a little bit. Dana was kind of pressed that her daughter was cut, but she probably needs to be for good reason. So Dana took it upon herself not to do what Selena be doing. But she talks to Faith and just tells her, and it was kind of emotional to see Faith, kind of like she just giving her all, because we get to see both sides. I did enjoy that as far as the editing going, because we got to see where Faith was coming from as far as she is giving it her all. And although you might not see it, it might not look like she's giving it all, she says she's giving it 110%. She just ain't getting it. And Faith, this is not Faith's first season on Bring It. She's been on there. Somebody actually sent me the receipts. She's been on there. This is not her first time. She was on there a couple of months ago. And she was I think she was at the Summer Splash or whatever. So Dana is talking to Faith, and she just like, it's going to be okay. You just got to do what you got to do. If you want something really hard, you just got to go. Just got to go get it. And, it was a good talk. Kayla ends up having a talk with Cameron. Because I'm just going to be honest. Cameron has the captain role, but she does not have the power. She is the captain. She has it on paper. But as far as spiritually, I don't see it. So I'm just like, Kayla pulls it to the side and he's like, you need to pull these girls together, because when Kayla was captain, she got some of the girls in line. She did it, and we don't see Cameron on far as the show. We don't see her. I don't feel the energy. Not the energy from the dancing, but just the strength of being the captain and getting people in line. I'm just like, you have a chain of command. Cameron is the captain. So to be honest, Diana should be telling Kayla some stuff, and Kayla should be going and telling Cameron, and Cameron should be telling the girls. Diana should not at this point be hollering at these girls and telling them what they need to do, what she expects. She needs to delegate that to Kayla, and Kayla needs to delegate that to Cameron, and then Cameron needs to delegate it to her folks, and get them in line. That's how chain of command works. The general manager, I can't go to the general manager and ask him for a day off. I need to ask my immediate supervisor. That's one thing the military did teach me, is the chain of command. And what's the name? Diana needs strong folks for her. She needs a strong assistant coach, Kayla, and an assistant coach needs to delegate that information to Cameron, and it's just breaking down. And Cameron, you just got to step it up, boo. You just got to step it up. You got to do what you got to do, and you got to get these girls in line. They might not like you. Oh, well. Let them be able to decide the difference between, girl, when we get on this floor, when we get inside the dollhouse, I am the captain. But outside of that, you just have to learn that I'm cool. But in this dollhouse, I am captain. And I think Cameron is not completely mature enough to be captain. I just don't feel like she's just like, she want to have fun. And I just want to know, do Cameron just really wants to be captain? Because I don't feel it from her. When she gets on the floor, she has completely stepped it up from last season. Completely. But as far as being the captain, I don't feel like she has. Now, she's doing it out on this floor. She's handing these moves off. And I'm not feeling it when she's, working with the girls and stuff. So, Kayla talks to her, and Cameron says she gonna step it up, she gonna do what she gotta do. She was kind of uncomfortable time making. She was just talking, she was looking away. So, but Cameron is young, she's not that old. So, we're gonna see how that goes. Kayla has had time to groom over time to be a good captain. So, Kayla, you probably should have been, what's the name, grilling Cameron a little bit more. So we get introduced to the teams and stuff. We have the Prince and the Prince and Dancerettes. We have, it was a team out of Louisiana, and I cannot think of their name. They did a good job. Diva comes out, and she just handled it. Her girls look good. Dancing on that floor. She came out in that jumpsuit, and baby, their body was moving. Baby, but she was getting it. Neva the D was moving. And Kayla said, when you a coach or something like that, you can't look like that. And I had to just get her to look like, huh? Because I'm just like, Kayla, there's some people who say that same thing about you, as far as they say the same thing about you. And, I would kind of watch my comments on that a little bit, okay? Because Girl, if you keep eating them Doritos with Rotel, you gonna be Neva size if you don't slow down. I mean, I'm just being honest with you, girl. I mean, cause you know, there's some couple folks who be making little shots about you, you know, picked up a little weight, girl. I know you ain't got the same metabolism you did when you was 16. But girl, alright. But Neva the Diva did that and her girls look really, really good. So the dolls end up going against what's the name? And baby, they had, who was that? Divas of Olive Garden had Wendy, I don't know, some shit. The Raggedy Ann come out and she did some hip hop rapping shit and they kicked her out. It was supposed to be Raggedy Doll type thing. And then the dancing dolls threw a stand and child, somebody come out looking like Neva the Diva. And I'm just like, Lord, what did this turn into the Monday Night Drag Show? Like, he came out and he was just like moving, and it come to find out it was the makeup artist. I can't think of his name. But when I watched it, it was funny, entertaining, and I was like, because Neva was like, they help for trying to be me. And I was like, girl, that ain't no help, that's a man. But my thing is, I just had to side eye a little bit because I'm just like, I would like for y'all to do a little bit more. As far as me being a gay black man, I would like to see some type of diversity. I'm a little, you know, y'all did have the guy, you know, dance and stuff, but I would like to see, you know, you all try to incorporate some boys or some stuff. I would be amazed to see, you know, y'all had some boys one stand come out and Jay said with y'all. That'll be everything to me. I love it. But it's, you know, I don't know how I'm feeling about, you know, every time there's a man coming out, he's dressed, and it's like made to be funny almost. You know, it kind of irks me a little bit. But Neva been doing some crazy shit, and she's finna do some even more crazy shit from the clips I've seen for the future episode, the next couple episodes. So, baby, I can't wait till y'all see, because Neva they just petty as hell. Neva and Diana are both petty as hell. Now, who is the queen of pettiness? We don't know. We shall find out. But the dancing dolls get first place in stand battles, and they get first place in the field show. The field show was cute. The field show, I did like the field show. All the teams did really, really good job. I was actually entertained. It was one team, I'm not sure their name, but they did a 4 count instead of an 8 count, honey. And I was just like, girl, what the hell is that? What the hell was that, girl? I don't know what the hell y'all was doing. She just did, and then shook it up. And then that was just, you know, I was like, girl, that's the fastest 8 count I have ever seen in my life. But, you know, this episode was cute. I know some of you all have seen the blog post I did, a message to Diana. I hope you had a chance to check it out. Diana did a video on Facebook, and she just talked about a lot of things, and she opened herself up, and she was just honest. And she did say my name or whatever, and she was like, you know, she made some comments and stuff. And, you know, it's just time for us to just move on swiftly and professionally. It is 2016. And I just had some words for her, and then some, you know, and I apologize for my wrongdoing and all that type of stuff. I'm just ready to move on. I enjoy the show, bring it. But girl, let me tell y'all something, because I'm starting to smell some shit stir up all around folks. Folks probably be a little pressed because I sent a message. I've seen some comments and I've seen some other stuff. And I'm just like, let me tell you something. I owe no loyalty to anybody. Okay? I will spray your ass no matter what. That goes for each and every damn body. I have loyalty. The only people I have loyalty to is the people who pre-order my shirts. Okay? Them the only people I owe some loyalty to. Okay? So those folks, they are on an email list because they believed in me when I did not believe in myself completely. So I appreciate you all. But I owe no allegiance to any damn body. Okay? And let's get to understand. I owe allegiance to Justin J and his brand. So you can say and make these comments and talk about whatever you need to do. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make my comments about anything I want to do. And that even includes anybody. If I review a show, I'm not going to kiss your ass just because. If it's some stuff I don't like, I'm going to talk about it. Now, we can move on, move forward. You can't apologize and sit up here, and I can't apologize to someone and then point out their wrongdoing. That's not apology. That's a half-ass apology. Once you apologize for something, you apologize and you move on, and that's that. You just close the door, okay? And that's it. So I appreciate y'all for supporting me. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow me on JustinJ1232.com. Make sure you subscribe to my blog, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces. Bye.